Hello friends, yo soy Matti McLean, and today I am going to be ranking the artists from Benidorm 23. So, most of these songs I have heard for a while now. I don't necessarily know which artists directly connect to which songs, but we're going to figure that out, and I'm going to rank them all accordingly, because there's some really great stuff in here that I'm really fond of and I'm very excited for, and there's some stuff that completely flies over my head, and I have no idea who they are. So, number one is Quiero Oh gosh, I don't even know if I should attempt to speak Spanish. This is this song, of which I know this is getting a lot of love online. I mean, it's fine. I think it's interesting. I think it's kind of like a nice, I don't know, almost a nod to slow-mo from Chanel without being too... For me, it's like solidly in the middle. I don't know if I love it yet. I don't know if I hate it yet. I'm curious to see where it goes from here. I don't really have any particular interest in it, but hopefully as it goes through, things get better. So, Alfred Garcia, I mean, this song just gives me straight up Blas Canto vibes. Not the biggest fan of it. Don't quite know how it will do in the contest, but I'm excited to see it. I know it's kind of weird for a Canadian who doesn't really speak Spanish to be following this contest in particular so closely, but I have to say I'm really enjoying the songs that are coming out of this one especially. I'm very excited to see how they perform, and I'm really eager to see how it goes overall. So, yeah, I'm very curious to see how they do in particular. I will say that a lot of these songs, even probably the worst songs in this one, I'm very excited for in a way that I'm not excited for some other contests. So, with that in mind, Alice Wonder I think is very interesting. I really enjoy the structure of the song. I don't know much about them particularly yet, but overall, I think that they're going to have a lot to offer. I really enjoyed the soft, delicate nature of this particular song, and I'm really excited to see what they do. So, yeah. Blanco Paloma, I think they had the EAEA. Yeah, not a fan of this one. I think that it's definitely one of the ones on the lower end for me particularly. I'm excited to see if they change my mind in the production overall, but I don't really see that happening, so I don't know. Artiz RN, I hope I say that right. He does flamenco, and that so far has been one of my 3 favorite songs to come out of this one. I'm very excited. I just think there's something so interesting about how they present the first voice with da 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 da. It's just a weird key that they put in, but it really works. Unlike other songs that can throw weird keys in and just it screws everything up and everything sounds like it hurts. This one, it just has that little bit of difference in there, and I think that it's very exciting. Oof, I don't remember being overly impressed by. I think it was just kind of, yeah, it's a bop, but it's not a great bop. I'm going to kind of consider it like in the middle B's, but overall, like, I'm excited to see how it presents, and overall, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So, what can we say about, I love La Lola. I think it's probably, of the songs that are presented, it's probably my second favorite. I think that there's a lot of fun in it. I think that there's a lot of interest with it. I'm excited to see it go. These 2 are probably my 2 favorite man songs. And yeah, I'm curious to see where it goes next. Mi Familia, I know, is getting a lot of love online. It's not one that I'm particularly fond of right now. I think there's something interesting about it, but for me, I would say it's kind of sitting in like the high C's. Interesting, it has a lot of layers to it, has a lot of depth, but it's not one that I listen to and I'm just like, oh, yo, that's fun. That's a lot of fun. Jose Otero, Inviernos en Marte. I know there's someone who speaks Spanish who's listening to this and is just cringing every time I open my mouth. This song was really Blas Canto for me. I wasn't a huge fan of Blas in the first place. I think that very talented singer, but the song itself just kind of feels flat. I hope it proves me wrong. I am excited to see what they do. As always, this whole fest seems like a lot of fun. I would love to go to one of these in the future, but yeah. Overall, I'm not quite on the hype train yet. Quiero y Duelo, I think is Carmento. This is probably one of my favorites. I love the traditional Spanish feel, which is obviously a detriment to a lot of people who feel like they really want to present something unique and different and moving forward. But her voice is so nice and layered. It's got a great feel to it, got a great beat. I don't know exactly what the term is for the beat. I don't know if this is flamenco, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think that's very interesting. Has a lot of nice layers. Voice is beautiful. Again, very traditional, which I think kind of will work against it a little bit. But overall, very interesting. And speaking of interesting, I'm so excited for Megara. Megara, I don't know quite how to say it. This is my choice. This is the song I want to win. It's different. It's interesting. It's Hatari meets Evanescence. It's so much fun. I adore her voice. I love that it's hard. I love that there's nothing about it that's superfluous. It's just to the point. It just kicks butt. I think it's fantastic. No Nos Moverán. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. By Melair. Again, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's a bop. It's fun. I would put it right above Oof. And I'm excited to see what it goes. I think that it's a lot of fun, different, enough, but still familiar enough to be accessible to people. But yeah, not quite sure if I'm 100% on board with it yet, but I hope to see something interesting. All right, Traction. I really want to like this song. It's got very like Alexa feels. I love how they have the same hair as Megara, which is, a choice. It's too much auto-tune. Even though I like the beat and nice, heavy, fast, it reminds me of like twisted J-pop and just having that crazed blast of sound that's just like a wall of beats and fuzziness. It's not even texture, it's just fuzz. Everything feels fuzzy in this song. But is it interesting? Yeah. Is it different? Absolutely. So I think there's something to be said for it being set apart. So I'll keep this in the high C area. Keep it right behind Mi Familia, because I feel like there is something there that's interesting, but it's not something I'm like crazy about yet. Sharon, what an interesting pivot for her. I mean, she's the winner of Drag Race España Season 2, isn't she? Like, I feel like I watched Season 1. You can't watch all Drag Race these days. It's literally impossible. Is the song great? No. It's fine. I would kind of consider it a low B. But I think that it's interesting. I think that it's really nice to see drag performers in other spheres. And just kind of challenging that whole notion of everything being a specific way. So, yeah. I'm curious to see what they do next. Alright, this next one, Que Esclatito. I'm assuming this is said the same way as you say it on French. But, Ciderland, I don't know. This is one of the songs that doesn't really grab me. It has a lot of pieces that should grab me, because I feel like there's a lot of interest there. It's a great band. It's a very interesting texture. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. Maybe I'm being too hard on it. But it doesn't really, it feels very, 2015 Chainsmokers, which, is a choice, I guess. But not one that I'm crazy for. Alright, Tuki. Tuki's getting a lot of love online. Am I crazy about it? No. It's another one that kind of fits for me in the middle. I'll kind of keep it right behind Racky Ripper. I don't even know if that's how you say it. For me, it just doesn't quite land in the area that I want it to. I think that there's a lot of there that's just not quite polished yet. So, Sayonara, again, not getting a lot of love online. I would actually consider this like a high C, like right behind Mi Familia. I feel like it's a simple pop song done well, got a nice Spanish feel, very much slow-mo part 2, and I mean that both in the sense that they're both performers and they both have similar voices to Chanel, but it's nice. It's fun. It's got a good beat to it. It's fun. It's a bop. It's a bop. That's all I can say. And yeah, in terms of how I feel about Vico, I remember this song, I think. Oh yeah, I remember this song. Yeah. It's good. I would consider this a low B, maybe right behind Sharon. So yeah, this is me flying through Benidorm because it's not a contest I'm super familiar with. I said I was kind of struggling to kind of make sure I had everyone placed to the song. But what I will say is that when this this is one of the contests that I'm now very excited to watch. I hope that they do very well, and yeah, I look forward to seeing how this goes. So my choices: Megara, Famous, and Artis. I don't think Artis. I don't know if that's his name. I don't know if he has a chance in hell, but I hope he does. And overall, I'm very excited to see these performers and what they do. All right. Well, hope you've enjoyed. If you have any contests that you think I should follow, let me know. And until next time, yo soy Matti McLean, and I'll see you next time.